Drang, drang. We are the shackles of the general partner at large. Drang, drang. This podcast, what you are about to listen to, episode number 19 in its series, may be best described as a free-form conversation that takes place within the abstract tables of a Proxyopoly system we call the game of Proxyopoly podcast. Now, it is our pleasure, the shackles of the general partner at large, to announce that the shackle of trades will not be present for the general meeting uncensored. Hence, we will be proceeding with the sub-proxy supremum to elect a sub-proxy for the office of the sub-proxy in the context of this Proxyopoly system. Now, without further delay, in present-day Proxyopoly, the jackal of trades.
Welcome back to the streets of present-day Proxyopoly, all you bulls and bears and betas out there within the buzz of this Proxyopoly system we call the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. With me as ever to deliberate these absurdist corporate buzzwords in a satirical manner is the irrepressible Proxy Zero.
Well, if it isn't Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms, present here for the anticipation of the general meeting uncensored within the context of this Proxyopoly system. Oh, if it ain't Proxyopoly, you Proxyopolian!
It pains me again just how right you are, Proxy Zero. However, in this week's episode of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast, we will be speaking ad-lib and verbatim as to make germane the term proxy and whether or not this podcast represents a Proxyopoly of the whole or a quasi-Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. Now, this requiring further deliberation, we await the feedback of the proprietary qualitative algorithm and the proprietary quantitative algorithm. Enjoy.
Getting right to the main motions of the point, Jackal, I like it. However, before the Proxyopolists at home play the Game of Proxyopoly by listening to this podcast, the Game of Proxyopoly podcast, we would like to remind them that they too can enter their chance to win a proxy variable with interest to public health within the context of any of the proxy variables scattered amongst Proxyopoly. Thanks for playing, and stay tuned for the proprietary qualitative algorithm and the proprietary quantitative algorithm.
I didn't hear a drang, Proxyopolis. My name is irrelevant and immaterial, but worth noting. I am the proprietary qualitative algorithm of this Proxyopoly system. And the substantive matter bringing Proxyopoly business before Proxyopoly today is the cure for the common proxy. The principal significance of the Proxyopoly as a complex unit of assemblies engagement in proceeding lies in the freedom of each new episode, as contrasted within the limitations of the mock prospectus placed upon each season of the Proxyopoly and progress by decisions each Proxyopolist has made in the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. But be warned, Proxyopolis, there's a dissident proxy lurking the halls of this abstract chamber of Proxyopoly. One thing is certain, Proxyopolis. Proxyopolis will not stand for this Proxyopoly.
Greetings, Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. My name is irrelevant and immaterial, but worth noting. I am the proprietary quantitative algorithm of this Proxyopoly system. Returning to the division of main motions into original and incidental main motions previously referred to Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms, Original main motion introduces a substantive question as a new subject. Incidental main motion is a main motion that is incidental to or relates to the business of Proxyopoly, or its past or future protraction. Drang.
How the hell y'all doing, Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms? I'm NASCAR Cosa, the jackal of trading card games within the context of Proxyopoly. At any rate, are your algorithms dranging about their algorithms and how they can make their proxy votes germane with their proxy variables for non-financial performance? Well, I hadn't seen that since, well, maybe a financial statement. Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated is having a general meeting come up, ain't they? Hey, oh, heck, that's in 2 weeks. I almost forgot. Heck. Oh, y'all, the proxy statement is coming out next week. You ain't gonna want to miss it. And then after that, it is the general meeting, uncensored, within the context of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. Drang. Thank you, NASCAR Cosa, for that thrilling summary of the minutes. Returning to the subject of Proxyopoly, I, the Jackal of Trades, alongside Proxy Zero and all the accompaniment of Proxyopoly, will be in attendance of the general meeting uncensored in 2 weeks, with the exception of yours truly, the Jackal of Trades. That's right. In order to fill my place in attending the general meeting uncensored, we will be having the Sub-Proxy Supremum, in which we will be electing a Sub-Proxy Supreme to preside over the office of the Sub-Proxy within the context of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast, specifically brought to you by Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated.